Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of Awaken Your Rhythm. I'm Christine Stevens, the founder of UpBeat Drum Circles and the author of Music Medicine. And I'm excited today with our topic, using our voice. And as we were getting on the call, people were sharing a little bit about how yesterday's practice, the healing rhythm, impacted them, that they noticed a difference in their day, not maybe just from your own rhythm, but maybe also in the rhythm that you heard from someone in the group in our call together. And I think there's a value in these morning practices. Why I'm crazy about drumming in the day is that it sets the tempo, it sets the resonance, it sets the energy of our day. And when you can feel that impacting you all day long and noticing that it doesn't take a long time with the drum. Really, the drum is a more condensed and speedy way of getting somewhere. And we remember those healing rhythms. So I encourage you to play them in the mornings and explore this course, these 5 days, like a smorgasbord, and finding what really feels like it would fit for you and benefit you. Also, we had the first day, we had the Finding Your Groove practice. Has anybody been exploring that? Where you just put your hand on your drum, beginning with our preparation practice, and then make the intention and put your hand on your drum and let yourself be free. Very important. We have to learn our rhythmic vocabulary for sure, but it's also really good to let go and have some fun on the drum. And because I wasn't recording, I'm going to sing this morning chant one more time because it's pertinent to our topic today. We're going to work on the voice. Couple notes about that. The drum is not a breath instrument. So what I love about singing with the drum or toning, we're going to do 3 kinds of practices with voice today. But what I love about that is it involves my breath. We know from science, from people that sing in choirs, from people who chant, how beneficial singing is for our physiology, for our breath, and how we know lots about the pranava, the Sanskrit word for breath, how important breath is. I experienced that yesterday playing the Native American flute in Zion Canyon. I found a wall that was echoing. You'll see it on my Facebook page, a video I made about it. And I was realizing, wow, that was such a breathing practice for me, those long tones on the flute. Everybody know what I mean? So that's what breathing brings to the drum. And now we're embodying music, because musical embodiment is the rhythm and the voice. We are all born with the heartbeat and our voice. And so I love the way that drum brings together melody. I'm looking at Marag, a great singer on our call today. She's a singer-songwriter, music healer. So it's great to combine voice with that drum beat. Now, please begin by letting go of the thought that you can't sing and drum at the same time. A lot of us carry that. Anybody here carry that thought, right? I used to do this practice with people in my trainings where they have to keep a beat and tell a partner what they had for dinner last night, just to show them that they could actually carry a conversation while they kept a beat. It might be tricky at first, but today is your day to break through that. Really, everybody can do it. It's just a matter of giving it a shot. So we're going to work with that today. Also, it's powerful to bring in your voice. I mean, the drum is a voice for sure, but this becomes a duet. And it also brings in an intention, because that morning song feels sacred to me because it's probably thousands of years old. I learned it in a sweat lodge in Ojai, California. And I carry that song as a way to welcome the day sometimes, start the day. It's sung 4 times for the 4 directions. So let's all drum together with me. One other comment about today's class, if you have a buffalo drum, which is the kind that have a woven back to them, and I love hanging little charms on mine. I have little gifts that people have given me and a beautiful charm from Shambhala on it. So one thing I've noticed is many people carry this drum and don't know the difference between the mallets. So you're going to get a completely different sound with different mallets. Here's my soft felt mallet. I love this. This side is softer, this side is more percussive. It was made by disabled adults in a program in Los Angeles that a music therapist friend of mine, Helen, runs. So this is felted, and it has a softer sound. This one, leather and larger, right? More percussive, more attack. You hear that? But it also gives me a nice, you can see that they have sculpted it so that I can tap my drum on the rim. This is a very common thing. We might sing the whole first verse like this in a powwow style. Hey, 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 undo-ah. 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 Hey, undo-ah. Hey, undo-ah. Hey, 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 undo-ah. Hey, undo-ah. Hey, undo-ah. So join me in this beat. I'm just going to make sure everybody's muted. There we go. So join me in this pulse. Third time. Hey, 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 undo-ah. Hey, 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 undo-ah. Hey, 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 undo-ah. Hey, 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 undo-ah. Hey, 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 undo-ah. Hey, 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 undo-ah. Hey, undo-ah. Hey, undo-ah. Last time. Hey, 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 undo-ah. 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 Hey, undo-ah. Hey, undo-ah. And then watch the fade. The mallet just comes to the edge of the drum. Naturally gets quieter so that it pulls off. And close the practice, hand on heart, breath. Greeting the day, greeting each other, greeting your drum, greeting your voice. Oh, and you can sing that song standing in the four directions, which is another beautiful way to honor the directions and welcome the day. So let's begin with toning. Toning doesn't mean singing. I wrote in my book, Music Medicine, toning is vowel sounds sustained. And I want to show you the secret of overtone singing this morning. Anybody heard of overtone singing or overtone chanting? Or you've heard those monks do that thing where they get two notes at once? Anybody know what I mean? Yeah, everybody's waving. There's a familiarity with this. Okay, if you can find the spot between E and something about that form in our mouth creates the overtone sound. So I'll demonstrate it. Let's take a breath and try that. This is a great thing to do in traffic. It's really when I learned this was driving in Los Angeles. So now already my voice feels more warmed up. Another great warm up is the roller coastering of your voice. So we start low. Let's do that together. Take a breath. A lot of times people don't like their singing voice. And almost always it's because it's not moist. You didn't drink water, or you just had almond butter or cream, which will always make it hard to sing. And you didn't warm up. So even in our practice, warming up, drinking some water, warming up your voice is very important to singing. It doesn't take long. Just in the shower, a few sirens and some long tones. The ear and the siren is a great combo. So one thing I, of course, teach a lot on the frame drum is toning into the frame drum. This can, you might not have a frame drum, so just tone over your voice with your djembe or your goblet drum on the floor, which is fine. But I can actually hear the pitch of my drum. So I'm just parking my mouth right on the rim. I don't want to ruin the resonance. I don't want this, right? But I want enough that I'm singing into it. Wow, even as I'm talking, do you guys hear the resonance of that? Can you hear that? Yeah. So even talk into your drum for a moment. You'll hear the difference. Talking across the drum. Oh, I wonder if it'll work with the doumbek. That's cool. It'll be fun to explore this. I think with the doumbek, you can sing into the bottom of it too. So let's just practice toning. I'm going to keep a pulse for us. We're going to go through E. I'll direct you. Take a deep breath. Hand on heart. Start our practice centering in our heart, the inner drum. In gratitude, sweeping hand on the drum, thanking the drum, the tradition. My friend Christina Sophia always says that this is probably the first microphone, because tribal people probably sang into the drum. My friend Gloria calls this the chamber drum. And take a breath. E. Sing your own note with your own drum. Just start with E. You don't have to drum the beat, you can just play the tone. I mean, if you want to go for it today, go for it. But if you want the first level, just toning into your drum or through your voice, you know, do what you feel. Hear the resonance singing back to you from the drum, like a mountain in a canyon. And it's important to take a pause and take a breath. So toning is without strain and push like singing is. Toning should feel natural. Ah, let's just do an ah together. Ah, actually, I'm going to mute everyone. I think this could work. Okay.
Ooh, cool.
Let's do a rolling ah. Ah. And bring it up to the fifth. This is the other note that really sounds great over the drum, the fifth. Ah. Back down to the root. We call this note the root. Beautiful. Take a breath. Hand back on heart. Close your eyes and feel the resonance that has shifted from that practice. Imagine doing that for 22 minutes or even 5 minutes. This is, again, a nice way to begin that incorporates drumming and voice, and you can practice doing a simple pattern. I was just doing doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. Say that. Doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. All over the Middle East, which is where the frame drum originates, the Tigris Euphrates. The drum sound is spoken doom in the center, talk on the side, ka when closed, and cha when brushed. So this is exercise number 2 of this morning's practice, speaking drum language. That's another way to use your voice, is to actually speak with the rhythm you play. So I was just doing doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. Now I like to even turn that into sound, doom being a lower note, talk being a higher note. Doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. 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 Say it, doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. 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 Doom, pause, catch your breath. Doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. Doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. Doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. Doom, pause, catch your breath. Doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. Doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. Doom, taka, taka, doom, talk. Doom, and catch your breath. And 4 cycles, closing rumble. Ashe. Ashe is a term from the Yoruban language Babatunde Olatunji, the great Nigerian drum master that Joanne was just mentioning, and he would say Ashe, and some people say it means Amen, but actually it means the creative spirit, the creative force, really. And I like to say that it's like Namaste. Do you guys know Namaste? The divine in me sees the divine in you. I like to say Ashe means the creativity in me sees the creativity in you. So just say Ashe and bow to the circle this morning. Ashe. We see the creativity in each other. Okay, any comments about that practice? You can put it in the chat bar. So we did toning. We did drum speaking. I think I want to spend one more exercise on drum speaking because some of you have goblet drums, and that's a good, me too, I love the djembe. So same language applies. Doom, doom, tak, wait, doom, taka, taka, doom, tak, doom. You don't have to put a music to it. I kind of heard that in my frame drum. You can just speak it. Doom, taka, taka, doom, tak, doom, taka, taka, doom, tak, doom, taka, taka, doom, tak, and pause. I love the pause at the end of the pattern. Doom, taka, taka, doom, tak, doom, taka, taka, doom, tak, doom, taka, taka, doom, tak, and pause. Now let's say, remember class 1, I want to reverse my sounds. Tak, tak, doom, 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 tak, tak, doom, 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 tak, tak, doom, 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 tak. Let's all play that. Tak, and say that. Doom, 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 tak, tak, doom, 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 tak, tak, doom, 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 tak. Rest. Always put a rest in our life, right? We've been talking about that. We need to put the rest. And let it be vocalizing. Tak, tak, doom, 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 tak, tak, doom, doom, with your own note. Tak, tak, doom, 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 tak. Rest, rest. Tak, tak, doom, 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 tak, tak, doom, 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 tak, tak, doom, 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 doom. Tak, tak, doom, 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 tak, tak, doom, 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 tak, tak, doom, 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 cha, wait, ka, doom, doom, ka, ka, doom, doom, ka, ka. You can practice these patterns. It's fun because I was thinking of Babatunde Olatunji, who I had the great pleasure to know through my work at Remo. He always used the language of the djembe. I think it was gun, dun, godo, pata. And he could say to you a rhythm. If he didn't even have a drum, a lot of this comes from when the drums were taken from the slaves, that he could just say, gun, godo, and he would sing it. Gun, godo, bass, tone, tone, bass, tone, tone, and we can play that. Gun, godo, 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 gun, godo. Doom taka, doom taka, doom taka, doom taka. Gun godo, sing it while you play it. Gun godo, gun godo, gun godo. I'm so glad we're playing in 6/8. Gun godo, gun godo, gun godo, gun godo, gun godo, gun godo, gun godo. Rest, rest. Back to the beat. Gun godo, gun godo, gun godo, gun godo, gun godo, gun godo. Gun godo, gun godo. Gun godo, gun godo, of transforms itself, right, into a song maybe. I love that pattern, and I'm glad we're in 6/8 this morning. Goon go do, goon go do, goon go do. I didn't mean to go so fast. Goon go do, goon go do, goon go do. Bass tone tone, bass tone tone. You can just do it with one hand. Goon go do, goon go do. Use your voice. Goon go do, goon go do, goon go do, oh, goon go do, goon go do. Goon go do, goon go do, goon go do, goon go do, and rest. Back to the beat. Goon go do, 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 rumble. Ashe. So let's take a breath before we do our closing practice number 3. I want to see if anybody has any comments to put in the chat bar. And take a moment of reflection. So we looked at toning, and we looked at using the voice in actual alignment with the drumming you're doing. Right? They become blended, which is a good place to go, because when we sing over the drum pattern, there is a little bit of this that's going to happen. Remember this? Everybody remember this? You guys know that game? Can you pat your head and rub your belly or your chest at the same time? It's hard because you want to go like this, right? Where did the first chant come from? Great. I forgot maybe to mention. This is the Chumash welcome song. I'm grateful to have learned it from a teacher of mine, Moses Mora, from a sweat lodge in Ojai, California. The Chumash tribe still has a beautiful center, a cultural center, out between Santa Barbara and Los Angeles, Ventura especially. And as I mentioned, the Chumash welcome song is sung in 4 rounds, which represents the 4 directions, or could be sung in 7 rounds for the 7 directions: east, south, west, north, above, below, within. And the pulse is just that lub dub, lub dub. Also, when you play, and Lucinda makes mallets, and I was just talking about the importance of the mallet, and I like when they're carved like this so that you can tap the rim. Okay, hold up your mallet. I'm going to highlight your picture. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Beautiful. The difference, you have a very different sound depending on the different mallet you use, and also where you strike your drum. And most of us know that this is the dead center. A little bit off center, you get a little more resonance. Towards here, it gets quieter. So a lot of times when we're singing, it'll start here on the rim, and then we'll go towards the center, and then we'll close by going back. I love that. How many of you have a drum like this? Oh, wow. Great. So yeah, this is a great drum to sing with, because it's simpler for me to keep this pulse while I'm singing the lyric, right? Not impossible on the djembe or doumbek or frame drum, but less hand motor skill. I'm just playing a pulse here. The other nice sound you can get with this drum is a closed sound. So we can open, close, open, close. And that's a beautiful way to also vary over a song, which is what we're going to work on today. Next. Okay, this is great. I'm looking at the comments. Murad just got a drum, really? Okay, hold it up. It arrived 1 minute before class. I think we definitely have to unmute you and hear about this. All right, go ahead. Tell us about it.
No, I arrived 1 minute before our first class on Monday. I can't believe it. In fact, half a minute before, the guy brought it to the door.
So hold it sideways. Oh, great.
I just bought it last minute at the weekend because I realised that I just had a little drum that probably wouldn't be very good. So this is it, and wow, and now we can sing in it, and it's just wow, awesome.
Great. You gotta love when even the delivery service is part of our class. Yes. So these drums typically, I'm not sure what Terry was asking, what drum it's called. This we call buffalo drum. It's got a lot of names. I don't know, Lucinda, if you have a different name you call. Okay, Lucinda, you probably made that drum. I have to show this. Go ahead. Go ahead, show it. You're unmuted.
Oh, yes, I made this drum. And Christine, next summer when you come to Jackson Hole, let's offer a class to make drums and beaters.
Okay.
And camp out on the land, and everyone can come from all over the world.
Show them the stringing in the back. It's so stunning. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, we'll talk more about our workshop next year. That's forming now, birth now in the moment. Yay! So let's go to, oh yeah, beautiful. Karen strung her own drum. Yes, Lucinda, if you would put your contact information on the chat bar for mallets. If people need to contact you, you make gorgeous mallets. All right, section 3 of our class today. I do want you to learn a chant that I learned from Babatunde Olatunji and Bob Bloom, who is his Junjun player for many years. And I love this because it's a healing song. And I wrote on your handout, it's good to carry 4 songs. A healing song, a thank you song, a greeting song or morning song, which is what we did with the Chumash song, and a blessing song. So pay attention for those to come in. I really liked when Joanne said, it doesn't feel right to sing in English. I think that made me laugh, but there are some great English greeting songs. My friend Karen Drucker wrote, thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. So if I wanted to orchestrate that, I would probably make a pattern. I was just doing a pulse. So join me in this song. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. You sing it. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My beautiful, my beautiful, my beautiful friends. Ashe. So that can become a thank you song and a morning song, but now I want to take us to the grand finale of today's call, which is Baba's healing chant. When I'm struggling, I use this song. I have a few different healing chants, but I just love this chant. And I wanted to also just mention one beautiful thing about Lucinda Abbey, who's the director of the TM Meditation Center in Idaho Falls and in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and makes drums and teaches me so many good songs. I carry so many songs I learned from you, Lucinda. We drum over the big drum, powwow drum, like a gathering drum, and we just sing and sing and sing, and it's great. It builds my repertoire and my friendship at the same time. That's a nice thing, right? So don't be shy to share songs with friends, learn songs from people. I have a great CD called Drumming Up Diva, and it's full of women's empowering chants that are just beautiful with rhythms. And each track is 7 minutes long, right, Marilyn? Marilyn's a great user of some of those songs in her groups with elders and different populations. So here is the healing song in the language of Yoruban. First say, Ara mi le. I'll put it up here. Ara mi le. That's the whole song. It means my body is well. Ara mi le. Say that with confidence. Ara mi le. Feel that my body is well. My spirit is well. Ara mi le. My whole self is well. And so in the beautiful tradition of Nigerian tradition of African style of, I'm going to do it on the frame drum, but you can do it on a djembe. The pattern I want us to learn is open and then 2 closed. Doom, ka, ka, doom, ka, doom, ka, doom. If you're using a mallet, you're going to go. So just press the mallet. It's called a press. You don't have to push. Doom, cha, cha, doom, cha, cha. This is more syncopated because we're celebrating our healing. And repeat after me. Aramile, aramile, oh, your turn. Aramile, aramile, oh. Aramile, aramile, oh, oh, healing. Aramile, aramile, oh. Take a breath. Second part of this chant goes 1 beat. Aramile, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Aramile, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Let's try that. Oh, and I was just thinking Deborah's here. I've learned so many beautiful chants from Deborah from Edmonton, Canada. Also builds friendship and builds song exchanges. She's got a lot of songs. Okay. Do. Aramile, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Aramile, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Your turn. Aramile, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Aramile. Ashe. Hand on heart. Receive the drum energy, the intention of that chant. My whole self is well. Aramile. Thank you, Babatunde Olatunji, for bringing this chant to so many students in his great recording, Healing Drum Rhythms. Healing Drum Chants, I think it's called. Take a breath. Okay. How do you feel? You can jot it in the chat bar. That's a great idea, Marilyn. I hadn't thought of that. I'll work on that with Andrew on the admin side if people want to find more information about each other. It's a cool suggestion. So type in the chat bar, how do you feel? Oh, good, Lila's here. Happy, great. Great with an R, 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 R. See, that's a rhythm to that one. Great. Happy and energized, great. Energized? Oh, Vicki had a cold and she's feeling better. Happy? What a wonderful way to start the day, exactly. So if you have a different morning song, welcome song, thank you song, healing song, greeting song, these kind of things are so ancient, the medicine, right? This is the medicine of voice and drum. And some of us were dancing because we couldn't hold still. And tomorrow, we're going to really step into the movement, moving with the drum. And Friday, the meditation with the drum. Thank you so much for being here with me today for Awaken Your Rhythm. I'm Christine Stevens, and I'll see you again. Keep toning, chanting, song collecting, friend and song collecting in this great rhythm sangha that we have. Ashe.